Apple just released iOS 10.2, and there's a few new additions. Here's what's new. So one of the biggest additions is the new TV app. This replaces the Videos app that was previously in iOS, and instead you get a place to see all of your TV shows and movies from multiple apps in one place. This is coming to iOS devices and the Apple TV, and the idea is that you have a place to see everything you are currently watching in a single place, instead of having to go out to separate TV apps like HBO to start a new show. This app is also where you can see and manage all of the iTunes content you own, and you can search for new things to watch and download it right within the app. With this app, there's also a new widget that lets you see what you have available to watch, so you can quickly access your content from pretty much anywhere. Also in settings, there's a TV provider section, which allows for single sign-on. So this means you can sign into your TV provider using your account, and then whenever you download an app that uses that TV provider, it'll automatically sign you in. Now, there are also some other additions and changes. iOS 10.2 now has support for Unicode 9, which means new emoji. There are quite a few new additions like clown, avocado, and bacon, but there are also some new emoji for professions and some redesigned emoji as well. In messages, there are two new full screen effects. One is called Celebration, and one is called Love. In music, there is now the ability to sort your music and playlist while searching through them, and also the shuffle and repeat buttons are adjusted to be a bit more prominent and easier to find and use. In settings, there are a few new features like 3 new wallpapers for the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, and under camera settings, there's a new ability to preserve settings. So when you're using the camera and you adjust the settings like putting it into a different mode, when you leave the camera app and return, now those settings that you chose before will still be there instead of going back to the default. Finally, the SOS feature that was released with the Apple Watch is now present for iPhones in India as well. So you click the lock button quickly 5 times and it will begin calling emergency services and it will contact your emergency contacts. But again, this is only available in India. But that is what's new in the iOS 10.2 update. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe to see when new videos are out and visit MacRumors.com for the latest Apple news. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'm Mac Gonzalez with MacRumors, and I'll see you next time.
What's up guys, welcome to the Macintosh Review. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys some of the top hidden features in iOS 10.2. These will also work on iOS 10.1 and iOS 10. These actually make your device a lot more usable, a lot more user-friendly, and they are just simply straight up cool. So let's jump right into the video. So first off, if you have a folder with a lot of applications that have notifications such as social networking apps, you can go ahead and 3D touch on that folder to see a list of the applications with notifications, and then you can go ahead and actually click on one of these applications to open it directly. This makes it a lot easier if you have a lot of apps with notifications and you can jump right into each one individually without having to open the folder itself. Super useful. If you're typing text anywhere on your device and you actually need to move the cursor, you used to have to use the magnifying glass method by holding your finger down here on the screen and moving the cursor around that way. If you have a 3D touch enabled device, you can make this a lot more accurate by using 3D touch, pressing and holding and moving the cursor back and forth here on the screen. It makes it a lot more like a MacBook trackpad, which is pretty cool, and I've found this to be a lot more accurate than just tapping on the screen or using the magnifying glass method, so hopefully you guys enjoy that one. If you are in Safari and you long press on the refresh button in the upper right, you will get a request desktop site link. This is useful if you want to check out the full version of a website, which can be better at times than the mobile version of a website, and I've used this a couple times on my iPhone 7. Now this next one's not really a hidden feature, it's more of a funny bug. If you go into the clock application and go into the timer, if you go to the minutes scroll wheel right here, and you go to all the way on the top or all the way on the bottom, I'm going to try and scroll all the way to the top here. It actually is not infinite, it will end at a certain point. I'm going to see if I can get to that point, as you guys can see, and it actually scrolls right back to the middle, so I just found that a little bit funny. You would think it's infinite, but apparently Apple decided not to make it that way. Another feature in Safari is that if you have a search term or a website copied, you can long press on the Safari address bar, and it will give you a paste and go or a paste and search option. You can simply click that to go directly to the website without actually having to click the go button twice or the search button twice, which can actually save some time here. If you double tap on the Touch ID ring, it will actually bring the whole screen down so you can access the icons at the top of your screen. A lot of you guys thought that this maybe was a glitch, but this is actually called reachability, and it was marketed on the iPhone 6s, and it hasn't really been marketed since, but it gives you an easy way to actually access the icons at the top of your screen. For those of you who are using a bigger phone like the iPhone 7 Plus, this might actually be very, very useful. If you swipe down from the home screen and search for an app or see the list of apps right here, you can actually 3D touch on the app to get all of these same options that you would get when 3D touching on it on the home screen. This is useful for those of us that have a lot of folders or a lot of applications and simply want quick access to all of the functions of the applications right here in front of us without actually having to go to the application itself. Something to spice up your texting life is when sending a message, you can actually get effects with your messages by long pressing or 3D touching on the send button before sending a message. You can then choose a bubble effect or a screen effect, and if you've received one of these messages, this is how people actually are sending them. You can choose an effect right there just to send the message with, which is pretty cool if you ask me, just to add a little bit of pizzazz to your text messaging. Another cool feature is you can actually use your iPhone as a magnifying glass. All you have to do is go into the settings application, go into general, go into accessibility, and you will see an application called magnifier here. If you go ahead and click on for that, you can go back to the home screen, go ahead and triple click your home button, and it will launch the camera application, which you can use as a magnifying glass. And this is quick access anywhere in the operating system without actually opening the camera application. And you can go ahead and click the home button, go right back to where you were on your phone, and it makes it very, very easy for those of us who want to use the phone as a magnifying glass. If you find yourself constantly switching between this alphabet keyboard and this number keyboard down here, make your life easy and simply hold on the punctuation keyboard, go ahead and drag your finger to whatever punctuation you want to include, and then release. It brings you right back to the alphabet keyboard, and this reminds me a lot of swipe on Android, and it definitely saves some time when using your device and typing a message. Lastly, if you want to undo typing on your iOS 10 device, simply grab your device and go ahead and shake it. You will get an option that says undo typing. You can go ahead and undo it. If you want to do the same but redo the typing, go ahead and shake it again. You will get a redo typing option. You can redo the same typing that you had right there. Very easy way to undo typing without actually backspacing at all if you're typing a very large message. So those are some of the best hidden features in iOS 10.2. These will also work in iOS 10.1 and iOS 10. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and be sure to subscribe for more videos. I've also got a bunch of videos and annotations right here for you guys to check out. So go ahead and check out any of my other videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy those as well. I will have a couple of links in the description for you guys to follow me on social media like Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Instagram, and my website page. And I will also have some links for you guys to get paid iOS and Android apps for free. But thank you for visiting the Macintosh Review. Stick around for more videos, guys, in the near future, and stay awesome. I will catch you next time. Peace out.